Do you like basketball? Basketball, no. I like, but I'm not good at. Yes, I'm not.
Me too.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the State of the League podcast, the only NBA podcast that's checking the temperature where Pablo's at. What's the temperature, Pablo?
53.
50. Oh, my God. I would kill for it to be 53 degrees. It is
it's raining, but it's expected to stop in 29 minutes.
It's 78 where I'm at, and it's cloudy.
That's a good day.
It's just humid and it's warm in my apartment, and they haven't turned the air conditioning on. Like we were having a conversation off screen, guys. So honestly, quit asking about it. I'm your host Jack, aka joestar. With me as always, world famous Pablo Escobar. Pablo.
I saw an old video about how Shaq may have put out a hit on Shannon Sharp. $100K for damaging information. I saw an old DJ Academics TikTok.
Oh. And now Shannon Sharp's been accused of...
Now, yeah.
Do we have to do TikTok stuff? This is not a Patreon episode, so I have to say unalived and things of that nature, so...
Well, we're not monetized anyway.
God, we gotta get on that, dude. God.
What's it called? So, yeah. Shaq could be in play with this whole thing, and it's funny. The video I saw, Academics was like, "Shaq's a gangster. You guys don't know. he's a whole different level." he said, "I said something bad about him, or he doesn't like me for some reason," and he asked to follow the girl that I was talking to, who only has 300 followers. He requested to follow. I was like,
"Hey, that's super cool." I love it when I don't know. I love it when 60-year-old guys do that. It's neat. It's like, good for you, man.
And I think it might have been over... The Shannon Sharp Shaq thing might have been over... I don't know if it was over a girl or if it was over... I guess they had a back and forth, like Shannon Sharp said Shaq didn't work as hard as he could have or something.
Well, that definitely seems like something Shaq would overreact to.
And he's also... I don't know why. Like, I assumed they weren't going for, like, 19-year-olds, but I guess they are.
Absolutely they are.
Apparently
Shaq. And all of the stuff that's come out about Shannon Sharp, I haven't read everything, but, obviously that's terrible. I've heard stuff about Shaq DJing LSU parties. He's DJ Diesel. And then going to, like, a house party afterwards and talking to, like, a 19-year-old. "Hey, what's up? What are you studying?" And it's like, I don't know. Just that image isn't, like, you...
How much
like
I need to pay you to not go to class tomorrow?
Like, he's not Shaquille O'Neal. Like, what are you doing here, dude? Yeah. And so all of that seems very... I'm not surprised that they're going for 19-year-olds. That tracks with pretty much everything else.
For we're learning, Fox Sports was just the worst place in the world to work at. We got Shannon Sharp, we got Skip, we got Joy Taylor, we got all these Emmanuel Acho, and all these right-wing freaks. It's crazy.
Yeah. Well, it was the worst place in the world to work at before us. Now, first employee we get, and it's not going to be sexual. We're just going to be, we're going to run them into the ground. I'm going to be saying 80 clips per
80
YouTube.
clips.
80
buddy.
clips for a 2-hour episode, and I get to call you in it whenever I want.
80 for shorts, 80 for TikTok. None can be the same.
No repeats. 160 clips on my desk tomorrow morning. I saw also the Stay Hot guys did a...
Stay Thoughts?
Stay Thoughts. Gay thought? Nah. I don't know. No, they did a draft reaction, NFL draft reaction, and Spawnhauer was like, "I think this is our longest episode ever." And I went and checked, 2 hours, 16 minutes. Fake yappers. They're not real like us.
Fake yappers. They can't hang.
They not like us. Damn, that's what I should have commented. Shit. Fuck. I'm always thinking up stuff after the fact.
Oh, like me. Get some heaters in there. Thinking about the Ice Age.
That would have been bad. Everything. Ice Age seems pretty cool, to be honest.
What the heck? You can't be pro Ice Age, dude.
What age are you pro?
I'm pretty pro age right now. Pretty good to me.
I guess industrial age, kind of cringe, low key. Doom scrolling. The ozone's fucked.
19-year-olds dating Shannon Sharp.
Shannon Sharp, mass military industrial shit. It's like, I get where you're coming from. Right now is pretty cool, but like
Conclave.
Oh, damn, that is a pretty good argument.
Because how far back? When did they like not care about the environment at all? Like when was there poop in the river? Like,
to me it's jumping out like 1910s is like the because
no, I think it's more recent than that.
All of
like,
humanity is like up until this point is like never really gave a shit about the earth in the sense that like didn't need to worry about it. And that's like I'm sure like there's a billion different Native American tribes that did care about the earth or whatever, but I'm talking in the sense of like I don't know, any like industry didn't produce enough waste to like hurt the earth in any meaningful capacity. It's only been in the last like 100 years that scale has increased to the extent that like now there's like a Texas-sized garbage patch in the ocean or whatever.
No, but I'm just thinking like even just day to day running into garbage. When is the EPA? Because like
that's like the 60s, I think.
Okay, yeah, so it's got to be post-60s, and I feel like 70s is probably still dirty. Like, they're like...
super dirty.
Half of New York is a garbage patch.
I love all the videos. All the videos out of New York circa, like, 1978 make it seem like a fucking apocalypse is going on.
Had to keep my wallet and my shoe on the train. And
I rode the train with a bazooka every day for 40 years. Nothing ever happened to me.
And then in the 80s, I think they're open up the ozone with hairspray, or was that a myth? I don't even know.
Hairspray, I mean, I assume hairspray played like a part in it. I listened to a podcast forever ago that was like a guy it was like the invention of like I don't know, big cargo planes big enough to make it logistically possible to outsource manufacturing to like Asia and everything. That's where we really got fucked with the ozone layer. It was just like
that's when they found my ex-wife.
When? With a big enough cargo plane?
Yeah.
Wow. Because she was big?
Yeah.
And that makes her that makes her not worthy, that makes her bad, is because she was big? That's what you're saying?
100K to anybody who could find me dirt on this man. I'm ready to ruin him.
Yeah, Shaq seems like... I mean, I really like... If I went my whole... like, it's not a thing. I will never talk to Shaq. I'm not worried about that, but like, it
You'd
won't
ask
bother.
for a pic if you saw him on the street.
I'd be nervous because I feel like 2 wrong sentences, and all of a sudden he's like pooping on me.
Yeah, he's got poop up his sleeve, ready to dump.
Yeah, I'm scared. Like, and the problem is with my filter, I would see him, and like, my brain would not be like, yo, how was it? Like, you know, the lob with the Blazers or whatever. What's the best? I would just be like, yo. Were you really pooping like that? Like, that would be all my brain is saying.
We know too much of the scary Shaq lore. Everyone else like it's Papa John.
Which is it's insane because like to a normal person, he's like the most outwardly facing positive NBA player. I feel like.
Yeah, he could have an Ellen moment here. So where well I don't know because he's very open about how mean he is.
Yeah, no, like. I don't know. I'm thinking the people who think he's nice don't consume any of his NBA stuff. It's all like commercials.
Like
stuff.
Adam Sandler.
Yeah. Yeah. He shows up in Grown Ups 2 or whatever. And they're like, that's hilarious. But like every time he's in a conversation, anyone who like, even just inside the NBA and nothing else, it's like, he's an asshole to everyone else on the show whenever he gets pressed on any topic.
Yeah, and it is kind of funny. The one good moment he's just had recently is because he had to poop, but it was pooping for good. It was his
Was
own...
that when he left the show?
Yeah,
stealing my bit. Stealing my gimmick. Oh, I have to go to the bathroom. Keep talking, guys. Wow, where have I heard that one before?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm a professional, so.
Professional what?
Ooh, I just so last night when I was doing my notes, I deleted all my old ones without realizing we didn't get to every single game, and I could have used them. But just now I remembered I emailed them to myself last time.
God,
what
this is
blast.
literally the Toy Story 2 of podcast notes.
What is that? I forget how Toy Story 2 goes.
It might be Toy Story. One of the Toy
Is
Stories.
That the one with the Cheeto guy?
I think Toy Story. Are you talking about the big guy who has to drive all the way to work on a Saturday?
Is that what all I remember is he had Cheeto dust on his
Yeah, I think that's Toy Story 2. But one of the Toy Stories, Pixar or whoever makes it, they deleted like the entire thing on accident while it was in like
90%
there's
just, like one
finished.
lady who had it.
Yeah, she's like, I have it on my, which like back in 2001 or 95 or whenever the fuck it came out, having a laptop at home, they're like, what? You have it at home on storage? And it's like, yep. It took me 3 days and 2 truckloads of hard drives, but I finally got this 2-hour movie all the way home.
That's so epic, accidentally deleting the whole movie. It's like in the Batman when he's like, I accidentally emailed this to every reporter in Gotham.
Well, that's not accident. That's what the purpose of the flash drive is. It's hacked.
No,
you're
he's an idiot.
You're acting like Jeffrey Wright.
That's how he made it sound. I was laughing so hard in the theater.
Well, it's because it's very funny when he's just because he's so gruff and he's so like noir the whole time, and so it goes.
Damn it!
He goes. No. It emailed to everyone in Gotham. And it's like, dude. Yeah, I don't know. Shout out to the Batman. It's seeming
I need to
less.
rewatch in full because he's the stupid Batman, right? He's like, I didn't realize it was Spanish.
He's early. He's early Batman. He's still learning the ropes.
You know what I watched is The Two Popes.
I haven't seen it. Is it good?
It's solid. It's no conclave. Huh.
You know what I watched? The two brothers who moved back to Missouri or Mississippi and then started a juke joint only to be attacked by vampires.
What is that?
Sinners! I saw it twice.
Oh, I don't know. No words about it. I'm seeing it this week.
No words about it? It's like, so you know Michael B. Jordan?
Stop, dude.
Two of them.
You can talk, Michael. I actually didn't know that. I saw it in TikTok. I was like, oh no, was this the whole twist? Oh shoot, I got
Is
spoiled.
that there's two of them?
Yeah, I was like, oh my god,
it's
what
like
if
that's
at the
a
end
driving
he's cloned
thing
or
in the
something?
trailer.
Yeah, I've been avoiding the trailers.
Damn, it's so good. I think you'll really like it because it's very summer, very warm movie. I mean, it's Mississippi in like the 20s, so there's no air conditioning or anything. But
oh yeah, if it looks too hot, like if it looks too humid, I'm not into it. But you know, it looked really warm. They spent some time at the Pope's summer house in the Two Popes.
My God,
it
that's
was
gotta
pretty
be
good.
sick.
It's a town in Italy, and it was real nice. I would. Well, I don't know. I would like to be. I was gonna say I would like to be Pope, because then I wouldn't like the dress code, but if I'm getting breakfast cooked for me and I get coffee and tea whenever I want,
I don't think he has to wear the hat all day. You can't wear robes.
I prefer not to. I prefer shorts. And a
Yo,
shirt.
first shorts Pope could be cool.
First shorts Pope, because the thing is, I think that there have been popes who like covered up pedophilia, and so comparing the crimes, covering up pedophilia versus wearing shorts,
showing some calves,
defaming the papacy, and there's a chance I could have the best calves of any pope.
I was gonna say, what would be really cool is just get your calves shredded, huge like bodybuilder size calves, and then just step out on them one day. That would be so good.
Yeah, and so, but the problem is, I bet the Pope a lot of times. Well, number one, the Pope has to go to church, right?
Oh my gosh! Oh
well,
man!
Does he determine how long it is?
Probably not. Or
Well,
maybe in like a more practical sense, but it might be like there might be like unspoken rules about like Pope cut mass short again today, third time this week.
Oh yeah. Well, the beauty of being a pope is you're so old, so you could be like, well, the pope can only handle 30-minute mass.
Well,
And,
did you see he fell asleep one time?
Oh no, that's good. That's cool.
He
I could
fell
do
asleep, and it was like during an interview while they were praying. He fell asleep, and they were like, "Excuse me, Your Holiness," and he was like, "A father loves it when a son falls asleep in his
that. Oh
arms."
yeah, Oh, I thought I saw that quote. I thought someone else asked him like, "I fell asleep in church. Is that a lie?" Or like they felt bad about it, and then he said that. But no, that's even more based that he said it. But yeah, this latest pope is really cool. He was FaceTiming Gaza churches every night to see if they were still there.
Gosh.
And he was a based guy. And I'm rooting for the next pope to be the Filipino guy. Filipinos are crazy.
Yeah, I guess the Filipino
would,
guy's pretty based. I think there's like a few based prospects. I don't know. Everybody, I'm getting very like. I'm getting Hillary vibes where everyone's kind of sitting around being like, well, Pope Francis, he appointed everybody. 80% of the voting Pope electorate or whatever was appointed by Francis. So they just kind of assume that like the voters will go with like a similar guy or similar direction in terms of like, I don't know, liberalness in the church or whatever. But the vibe is that like, that white smoke's going to pop out of the church, and they're going to be like, yep, Pope Hitler. We elected him.
Oh,
and it's
yeah.
like, no, damn it.
El Salvador's the holy land for criminals. It's hell. So get them there. Get them all there.
Pope walks out, Chicago Bulls hat, and it's like, oh, MS-13.
I know, no joke. I did look that up. I was gonna try and make a TikTok, and I wanted the Pope to have like met with them once, but he didn't. So
Yeah, that's okay.
But the Pope was in Argentina in the 70s and 60s or whatever. He was there's conflicting reports about he was based and then he might have not been based, but maybe he was just trying to protect people.
Based like not been based how? Like
They had some hardcore military dictator. And
what? The global south in the 70s?
Yeah, I wonder.
That doesn't sound right.
I wonder who got that guy in there.
Yeah, what the hell?
And he may have. I think he like told in the movie at least he told these Jesuit priests to like stop doing I don't. They didn't make it clear what the issue was, but they were doing a mission. They were doing mission work with these poor people, and I think he was like, "Stop helping these poor people, or they're gonna kill you." They're like, "No, we gotta help the poor people."
Okay.
And then he like fired them or whatever to try and make them stop, or I don't know. But
okay.
And then I was looking more into it, and there was some stuff like he was involved with like Marxist groups, and then they think he was like sided with the dictator, but was he just trying to keep people safe? It was a whole thing.
I was thinking,
Bergoglio.
You're like, you say, oh, global south dictator, who put that guy in there? Adam Silver breaks down your door. It was Henry Kissinger, guys. It was the greatest diplomat of all time.
That did you see he was on Kenny's podcast?
I did. You think he'll come on here?
I would love.
Hey, slut.
The chance. I would love the chance. Because we're not big. There's no clips out there yet.
No, yeah. Unless they seriously... And so, like, get him on here, be like, huh, surprised you wore clothes today.
We could get him on here once. And then he wouldn't like a lot of the questions.
We'd get him on here once, and then we would never be allowed into an NBA event ever again.
Yeah. So... Adam Silver, why are you so much harsher on gambling than you are on domestic violence?
Adam Silver, Henry Kissinger bombed 500,000 people in Cambodia.
Why did you say? So what do you like about Henry Kissinger?
Yeah, so
exactly?
I assume you're not on board with that stuff. What are the positives that I'm missing with Kissinger?
Will Adam Silver... What are you going to do to stop Jerry Reinsdorf from parking one of the most valuable teams and turning them into nothing, into a meaningless asset? Would you press this button if I gave it to you?
He's not pressing the button. He doesn't have what it
press
takes.
the button.
You hand him a button, he's gonna ask what it does, and that's the wrong answer.
He'd press a button if the button's results were in Cambodia. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I saw a video. I don't remember that much about the negatives of David Stern's tenure as what is Adam Silver's position called? I can't remember. Commissioner Gordon, when David Stern emailed the entire city of Gotham bad pictures of LeBron's feet on accident.
I accidentally emailed the whole
league
NBA pictures of Miles Bridges' victim. They won't care. I just won't do anything about it.
But like Stern, there was a video going around of him today, and where he tried on LeBron's draft suit jacket. Like they were backstage at the draft, and he tried on LeBron's jacket, and he looked like a toddler wearing his dad's shirt. And it was I don't know if this is like how people romanticize George Bush now or anything. I don't really remember that much about it. Like I know David Stern, the dress code was cringe. Jason Kidd was doing whatever he wanted, but he did look cute in that video wearing LeBron's jacket.
I think he was a liberal, but I don't know. Was he just a Hillary Clinton type or what? But I don't know. But yeah, the dress code is crazy. Where it was like we have too much hip hop culture,
too much thugs. There's too much urbanism worming its way into our culture. We don't need that as a league.
He would go on podcasts and get in arguments with people.
That's based. I like that more. Adam Silver probably just said whatever everyone wanted to hear.
Yeah.
All right. 21 minutes in. Let me timestamp this.
Not what I want to hear though. He doesn't say what I want to hear.
What do you want to hear?
Battle Axe.
Okay. 20. Let's call it 22. Where do you want to start this week? We have the Eastern Conference. That's what I've got most shit written down about, and then I got some requests for all of them. What do you think?
That's fine. I was just rewatching all the games from last night.
Well, I'm saying do you want to get the boring shit out of the way? You want to rip the Band-Aid off?
Yeah. Well, where's my. Let me find my email to myself.
Okay. Celtics Heat or wait, Cavs Heat or Celtics Magic? What are you thinking? Gun to your head. Gotta pick.
Oh shoot.
Bomb to your button. Gotta pick.
We can talk this out, I swear. Did we do? Oh.
We did every West thing last
all right.
on Wednesday.
We'll do Celtics Magic Game 1.
And I'm also thinking, I'll just pitch this on air. Do you want to
pitch it on air?
Do you want to record on Sunday? That way we just have like one more day of stuff happen to have a little more to talk about. Because if we go tomorrow, I'm not sure. What do you think?
Let's see. So we have 3 games tonight. We have 4 games on Saturday, and we have 4 games on Sunday. Well, I don't know. Let's see. So if we wait till Sunday, what day? Today?
It's
what
Friday.
Today? Okay.
Oh my God. The other week, when my girlfriend's family was in town, I had the worst one where I was like, "Happy Tuesday, everybody," or something, and they were like, "It is Thursday afternoon," and I was like, "Oh shit."
I don't know. It's such a...
Okay, mull it over. I hate to put so much pressure on. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Yeah, this is like putting me in the Walgreens candy aisle, telling me, deciding in 50 seconds, and then we'll leave. I'm like, come on, dude. I need 50 minutes.
And what am I in the mood? Something sweet? There's so many subsections.
Well, of course I'm in the mood for something sweet. I'm thinking textures. Do I need multiples? A handful of M&Ms and pair it with Butterfinger? Who knows?
Ooh, okay. Do you want to do Celtics Heat or Cavs Magic? You son of a bitch.
Celtics Magic, dude. You got it mixed up.
I can't with you anymore. Celtics Magic. The Celtics lead 2-0. I'm going to edit it. I'm going to edit it so it doesn't say that.
Celtics Magic Game 1. The Celtics won 103-86.
Tatum jacked off too much.
Okay.
Right wrist injury. What else could it be?
Yeah. This was a game where Pablo had 36, 11, and 4 on 27 shots. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
Franz had 23 on 24 shots.
Whoa.
And then no one else had anything.
They are really bad. I mean, the Magic are. And I had some people like, because, okay, so this is, we're bleeding into the Cavs talk here, but I circled back on Ty Jerome when he told Pablo he would start on the Magic. I was like, that was true, and it's definitely true now. Ty Jerome would change their life offensively. And everyone was like, yeah, I hope he could start over Corey Joseph. And it was like, well, even if they were healthy, he'd probably...
Yeah.
KCP's been terrible. Yeah, and so I don't know. This is definitely a lopsided series. Even with Tatum out, the Celtics should still win. I don't have a ton of takes beyond that. Maybe Paolo is just like genuinely among the game's great playoff risers if the jump shooting is consistently like this. I don't know what else to say. What do you got?
Oh, I thought you did have something else.
No, I burped. I said, I don't know what else to say, and then I burped.
Yeah, Pablo might be the greatest performer of our time. I don't know. He just rises to the occasion against the best defense. Well, I guess they're not the best. What did
They suck
as?
ass.
And then it's just so funny. Game 1, Tatum, 17 points on 22 shots. Porzingis, 1 for 8. Holiday, 9 points. Brown, 16 on 14 shots. They got a great game from Derek White, the 30 bomb, and then Pritchard had 19 off the bench, and that was all it took to win by 20.
I don't know. It's like
they made 6 more threes, and also they scored 24 points off of turnovers, and the Magic scored 8.
Yeah, the Magic, I mean, they can't really take care of the ball. The offense is just so clunky in a way that, like, I don't know. To me, Suggs doesn't really change. Like, it's a much better, more competitive series with Jalen Suggs healthy. I think Suggs is very good, but, like, they're not, like, a different tier of team offensively with Suggs in the game or anything. Even though, like, he has games where he can, like, hit some really big, timely shots or get hot from 3 or whatever. But, yeah, overall, I think the Magic are pretty soundly outmatched. Maybe they'll get a game or two in here. I mean, shit. Look at what the Grizzlies almost did last night. Anything's possible, I guess. But, yeah, it's just been Celtics all the way right now. Even though I don't know. Franz did look good second game. His 3 looks so bad right now. Does that jump out to you when you watch?
I don't know. His jumper's always been. I've never been a super big believer in Franz overall. As like
I liked it, but now it very much seems like we've machined the.
He was 1 for 7 in the second game.
Dude, I'm serious. Go back and like just really pay attention to his threes. It's the most awkward shit in the world. It's kind of like a form of the Tatum 3-pointer where like he starts with it at his waist and he like swings it forward a little bit. It's just like a very clunky motion that seems very deliberate, like the shot's been overworked, and now we're just moving further and further away from him being a respectable 3-point shooter, which is annoying because his touch is incredible. He's really good at the free throw line, and he's incredible around the rim, and so it's like, why are we below 30% from 3 for an entire season? That's frustrating.
Yeah, and it just kills. It kills a lot of the excitement. But yeah, in the second game, Pablo had another big game, 32, 9, and 7 on 25 shots. Franz was good, 25 on 20 shots, 20 and 4 and 4. And Wendell stepped up a little bit in this one.
He did, yes.
16 on 6 of 8 shooting. But the rest of this roster was bare again, except for Anthony Black, little 23 minutes off the bench, 11 points.
Nice. KCP 1 for 9 from the field in this game, I believe.
Yeah, and 0 for 6 from 3.
I mean, it's I get that playing with Jokic like helps, but this by day it becomes the correct decision by Denver. That's one of the biggest dubs that Calvin Booth took before his time ran out, was betting against KCP.
Yeah, and just the rest of this roster is just rough. So, and then in this game, the Celtics had no Tatum, no problem. Cough break.
Cough break. Jalen Brown, what did he have? 30?
He had 36.
Goddamn.
12 and 19, 5 of 7.
Can't dribble with his left.
Times.
That's what my timeline was saying.
It doesn't matter. Bill, just go right. Right is right. You know
Right
what they
is
say.
right.
And
Fascist Jalen Brown. Be like, I'm not going left.
Yeah, having a Jalen Brown Porzingis tandem game, that's pretty fascist.
Super.
And guys, just a reminder, they did kiss. The Jalen Brown and Porzingis have kissed once. They won't tell us the story, but we do know that.
Tongue? Do we know that?
We don't know that. We can imagine that.
We have to assume tongue
All right,
then,
guys.
until proven other. Okay, moment of
silence
silence.
to imagine tongue between Jalen Brown and Porzingis.
Oh my God, the height difference. This is so cute. All right, I gotta stop before something happens. Yeah, I don't know. What are we thinking? Do you have any? I don't really have that many thoughts on this. It's a very classic first round matchup between the 2 and the 7 seed in the East. Pablo,
Okay, I'm done.
Pablo is so hard right now.
No, I'm not.
All of the blood just fucking dropped out of his head.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No times infinity.
Oh, no time. Yeah, times Googleplex. Googleplex. Fuck.
Infinity's still bigger.
Shit, you're right. Infinity plus 1. There's a million counters to infinity.
In middle school, someone asked my math teacher if infinity was the last number, and she said, "Yeah."
That's dumb. Your middle school teacher's an idiot. No times infinity, and I'd be like, yeah, times he let his guard down.
Oh, you're bogus. So no Tatum, no problem. It was a big time Jalen Brown game, and then we got good Porzingis. We got.
What do you think about what did the Magic do? Are we running it back again?
Well, what do they? Well, not with this roster. Like, you gotta swap out everyone else, or as much as you can.
So, like, are you cool moving forward? Pablo and Franz is the tandem.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what you do. Like, if you have Paulo who's stepping up in the playoffs, so obviously you're keeping him, and then Franz, even if Franz is struggling offensively, that he's still a great defensive player. Like,
could Franz be Jalen Brown? Like, that's, I guess.
Yeah, Jalen Brown is very good offensively, I would say right now. Although, well, he's very inconsistent. He's pretty inconsistent as well.
Well, like, how old is Franz versus? I mean, what was Jalen Brown doing at, like, what, 24, 25 years old, 23? Okay.
So what is Jalen Brown? 2017 draft? I believe?
He's 28 years old right now. Jalen Brown is, and so at 23, he was. That was the 2020 season. 20 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists on 48% from the field and 38% from 3. That's better than what Franz was doing this year. My problem is just that, like, Franz, I don't know. Like, I'm worried. Is Franz in, like, an off-ball role going to be, like, something that kind of bails out playoff defenses? Or are we moving towards him, like, punishing defenses when they overreact to Pablo? I feel like that's the question with him.
Well, I think regardless of Pablo or not, he does have to develop off-ball. Because, like, in my mind, there's no world where Franz is the full-on engine of a playoff offense or, like, contending team offense where he just, like, he has the ball all the time and they run everything through him. But the rest of this route, there's a lot of work to do. Really, just like get more shooters around these guys.
Yeah. That's why like I'm overreacting just for the sake of something to talk about. But realistically, like these are the conversations to have about Franz and Pablo after you've given them a postseason run where they have like a legit like 2 shooters on the roster next to them or something.
Where Corey Joseph is in the starting lineup.
Hey, I mean, Jesus Christ. That Ty Jerome tweet, if Corey Joseph read the replies to that, he would go into, like, a serious depression. They fucking hate Corey Joseph, dude. It's like Facu Campazzo levels. It's crazy.
Yeah. So, but this series, I'm hoping this series ends in 4 for everyone's sake.
Yeah. But shout out, hey, let's I want to respect Pablo one more time before we wrap it up here. 34, 10, 6, and 1.5 blocks on, what is this? 57% true shooting. What the fuck? It's because his free throws are ass. That's why. God damn it. 50% from the field, 46% from 3, but he's shooting 59% at the line. And so, yeah, 57. Gotta hit those. They're free for a reason.
We had 0 turnovers in this game as well.
Playmaker. Yeah, he's great.
He's playing great.
He's playing great. Hey, could Scotty do? I don't know.
No.
No.
No, you could not.
Could my toddler do this? No, it's not happening. Yeah. Okay. You want to do Cavs Heat?
Yeah.
I suppose so. Oh wait, we have some lobbyist requests about Celtic Magic, so we could hit a couple of those.
About Celtic Magic.
More Celtic Magic. Hey, Sinners, guys who've seen Sinners, if you know, you know. With Jason Tatum injuring his wrist and possibly missing some time, should the NBA mandate sons to replace their fathers in the arena of combat? Similar to the prince having to replace the fallen king leading troops in battle. Should Deuce Tatum start in the Celtics lineup until Big Tatum returns?
Yeah, he wants to bring him around all the time. Put him in the game. Get him some reps versus Pablo. Would Pablo shoot a jumper over him, or would he overpower him?
I don't know.
Jason Tatum would shoot a jumper over him.
Yeah, definitely.
Even if he wasn't his son.
Jason Tatum. Yeah, Jason Tatum, he do a tween, calm little mid-range pull-up. The San Francisco says,
God,
for Tatum, if he has another bad shooting playoffs, does he earn the playoff dropper title? I hate to sound like an old man, but holy shit, you're a career 35% three-point shooter. Drive to the cup. The only anomaly is that he takes 11 threes a night at such a bad clip. Got his ass. Yeah, probably. I mean,
he's a playoff mystery box.
Yeah.
I got the ray gun this time.
Oh, I got the China Lake, the pump action grenade launcher. I don't want that. Yeah, I mean, if you look at like the regular season stuff too, he's like month by month kind of a mystery box where it's like, hey, first 3 months this season, 31 points per game, 64% true shooting. I've never missed a shot. That's
when he was with like Anthony Edwards. It was like the 3 greatest shooters in the league. Anthony Edwards, Jason Tatum, Jalen Green.
Yep.
Which one's real?
I guess only one of them. So yeah, I mean, playoff dropper, I don't know. I think more people will move to that side, definitely, if he has another bad shooting playoffs. And especially just because I think the potential for them to lose as a result of that is so much higher. Where like elimination game, he goes 1 for 10 from 3 or something. That would like, people would be really upset. But I'd be like, wrist is hurt. Shooting hand, the wrist is hurt. Come on.
Yeah.
Okay. Farty McBallsack says, with Tatum's wrist injury, potentially taking... Oh, wait. We already talked about this, Mr. McBallsack. Lobster Trap says, are the Celtics' playoff hopes dashed now that Missoula is busy grieving the Pope's death?
Oh, is he Catholic?
Yeah, he's the most Catholic guy around, I think.
I know he's Christian for sure. I didn't know if he was Catholic.
What's the difference?
Well, Christians, they get their church is like fake church kind of. It's like instead of dark like Skyrim type churches and like those types of singing, they have like people on stage and they do pop and they do stuff like that.
No, I want my church to be sad.
Yeah, I saw a TikTok golf break.
I saw a TikTok golf break. Cool.
I saw a TikTok of someone at a mega church on Easter, and it was crazy. Like, it's straight up a basketball stadium, and they have like concessions outside. They have like coffee shop and stuff like that. It was nuts.
Dude, I'm telling you, you should watch The Righteous Gemstones. I haven't seen the newest season, but it's really good. It's like a comedy show about a family that runs one of those churches.
I'd look into getting into that.
It's John Goodman, Danny McBride, and a couple other people.
I'm usually out on Danny McBride.
I think he's used well. It's the same Danny McBride character for the most part, but like
I guess he was good in Winning Time.
Who was he in Winning Time?
Wasn't he Dr. Bus?
I think that's John C. Reilly. Danny McBride's the guy from like Pineapple Express, This Is the End, a couple other movies like that.
Wait, let me pull these two guys up. I may have had these two guys, the same guy in my mind.
I think you're mixing them up for sure. John C. Reilly's from Step Brothers. He's Will Ferrell's counterpart in Step Brothers. Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
This is crazy. Dude. Yeah, these two guys have been the same exact guy in my mind this whole time.
That's insane because they do not look alike at all. I guess curly hair. Curly hair.
Yeah, he looks like he could be his dad.
That's good water. Okay, you want to do Cavs Heat now?
Yeah.
Okay, Cavs Heat, 2-0 Cavs. What do you think about it?
This is the series I've seen the least of.
Same.
It's the least interesting to me. It was crazy. Darius Garland came out and they were like, "What's the game plan?" He's like, "Pick on
the shit out of Tyler Hero."
Yeah, I mean that's a little risky for Darius Garland. That's gonna come back to bite him. Come on, Darius, why are you being mean? But he had a big game in this most recent game. He had 36-6.
Yeah, I mean I don't know. When you're going against the Heat, they don't really have anyone to pick on you with, but if you're going against some of these other teams, maybe that'll. Hey, whatever. I respect him for saying it.
Someone's podcast I was listening to, they said, would Darius Garland be the number one pick in the 2019 draft if you redid it?
Who else is in that draft?
That's Zion Ja at the top.
Fuck no. I'm taking Zion. I don't care.
I'm taking the risk on both of those guys, to be honest with you. It's crazy.
Yeah. Let me see. 2019 draft class NBA.
I forget who's gone later.
So Zion, Ja, Garland goes 5. Then it's pretty barren for a while here. Hero goes 13th. Poole goes 28th. I mean, he would definitely be third for me after Zion and Ja, but it's like, no, I'm certainly rolling the dice with Zion, and I'll do it with Ja too. But I mean, I like Garland, and if you told me, I don't not believe that he could do some of the stuff that Ja has done in a playoff series. It's just I've never seen it, and so it's like, I'm gonna go with what I know.
Well, you did see it in this latest game where he tore up Tyler Hero. But Tyler Hero wasn't even bad in this game.
No, I mean, he's good. He's good. I just don't. The Heat, the least compelling team. They're up there with, the Suns. They're up there with the Bulls, where it's just like, with the Magic, it's like, what do you do? Because you're spearheaded by these two exciting young forwards, and there's like decisions to be made and stuff. And the Heat, it's like, what do you do? You were barely a serious team with like Jesus Christ NBA version on your roster in Jimmy Butler, and now you're just left with that same roster, and Davion Mitchell was getting the ball a lot.
Yeah, it's very so. In this latest game, he's been balling out. He's got 18 and 6 in the latest game. What did he do
That'd
in
be
game
fun.
one?
It'd be funny if Davion Mitchell came out. Oh, you're picking on Tyler Hero? Well, I'm picking on you, pal. Yeah, that's our game plan.
Nice. Yeah, and he had 18 in game one in 34 minutes. He's playing really well for
And
them.
he played well
he
in
is a
the
Heat culture guy.
play-in game too.
Yeah, against Trey.
Yeah. He's a super Heat culture guy.
Off night.
Off night. Oh
But-
my
but
God.
He can't have Darius Garland have an off night.
No. Okay. We got some requests for them. Let me see. Unless do you have any more thoughts?
Wait, Darius Garland. I was reading Donovan Mitchell's stat line as Darius Garland. Darius Garland did pretty good, but Donovan Mitchell did better.
Donovan Mitchell. That's what I thought. In the fourth quarter, I'm pretty sure Donovan Mitchell takeover mode. I thought he kind of cooked. Let me see this. Pulling up. Second game. Tyler Hero, 33 points. Okay. Settle down. God damn it. My computer's tweaking right now. Yeah, Donovan Mitchell, 17 points on 6 of 9 from the field and 4 of 4 from 3 in the fourth quarter of that game. So, yes, he's good. The Cavs are good. Sensitive Hoopers Against Masturbation says, God, there's a bunch of Chinese in this. I don't know how to say this. Oh my God.
What in the?
Yeah, it's like sprinkled throughout. Okay, Google Translate. It's like sprinkled throughout the thing. So first Chinese portion here, it says friends. Maybe I just new Chinese thing. So let me copy and paste this. Maybe I just have no idea ball, so I assume don't know ball. But I really don't understand why everyone just decided the Eastern Conference Finals were the Celtics for the taking and the Cavs would crumble. Do you guys still feel this way? More Chinese? Hold on. Why do you feel this way? Also, both of you, please say a prayer to a god of any denomination that the beautiful, bombastic, unbelievable Washington Wizards get the number 1 pick. So, Chinese break. Cooper flag in Chinese can grace my basketball team. Okay, so through all of the Chinese there, why do we think the Celtics? Why are the Celtics the favorite in the Eastern Conference Finals? Well, Jason Tatum hurt, but what if 70% Tatum? He's good, but he's not great. Do you think the Celtics are still like soundly winning, or 7 games? The Cavs winning? What do you think?
I think I would still pick them. I don't know. Like, I don't think it would go down to the wire in 7 games, just because we saw last year they don't need Tatum to be at 100% to wreck people. So I'd be fine with 70%.
Well, yeah, but like,
Tatum
did
or
they
whatever.
play? Are the Pacers as good as the Cavs this year? Is that Mavs team as good as the Cavs last year?
Well, I think offensively they were probably producing at similar rates. No, because were the Pacers the number 1 offense last year, and then
I think so. Yeah.
let me pull it up.
For me, the Pacers are a worse team. But not like a huge, massive gap, but pretty big.
Well,
and
two-way, I think Cavs are obviously better defensively than
Yes.
last year's Pacers were.
I will say, I really think if you get nuclear Donovan Mitchell, a serious supporting cast, the Celtics will be pushed. I think it'll be a competitive series for sure. Because I mean, Mitchell, when he gets hot, like there's no answer. Like I do not know what to do with him. Even when Derek White is like really up on him at half court or whatever, even when the backcourt is like fully committed to going at him, Tatum switches onto him, whatever. It's just a combination of like shooting and quickness. Though, like when that shot's falling, there's nothing you can do. It's a question of whether or not Mitchell will really hit that mode, and then B, it's a question of whether or not like the Cavs around him can help when the ball is forced out of his hands, and whether or not the Celtics will miss shots. I don't know.
Yeah, last year's Pacers was 120.5 offensive rating, and the Cavs this year are 121, so they're a little bit ahead.
Okay.
But yeah, for me, ultimately, it just comes down to, I've said it all year, it's reductive, but I do believe it. They got small guys. They got Donovan Mitchell on the court. They got Darius Garland on the court, and those
I
are
think
two...
we have a request literally about this. Oh, okay, yeah. Maybe Dog says Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell are tall, and Pablo is short. Parentheses. The reason his lights are always off is because he can't reach the light switch. What would you take this postseason to be viewed, or what would it take for this postseason to be viewed as successful for the Cavs? I think that as long as we make the Eastern Conference Finals and take a healthy Celtics to 6-ish games, most Cavs fans would be happy, considering that the Celtics won't be able to keep all their big-name players next season and will probably lose a little bit of depth, but I'm curious what you guys think. That's happening to the Cavs now, guaranteed, too. Evan Mobley's eligible for a big nuts contract because of his Defensive Player of the Year win, which we haven't even talked about yet.
Yeah, but he also was going to get it either way because he's probably making All-NBA.
I mean, it's locked in, regardless. Ty Jerome, probably gone. You think?
Is his contract up?
I think he's a free agent. Let me see.
Probably. But
if he
nobody
is,
has space.
Well, I mean, the Magic, do they have space?
I would hope they do, but I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, regardless, I do genuinely think somebody will pay Ty Jerome. 2 years, $5 million with the Cavs. That's so crazy. Yeah, he's an unrestricted free agent this offseason. I think he's probably gone. So, successful...
I would agree with that. That would be successful to me.
Competitive 6 games?
Yeah.
I mean, that's fair. It would leave a bad taste in my mouth. I don't know. Just because I don't know. You have guys on your roster that you're expecting to get better still. Obviously Mobley and Garland, two younger all-star level players, but yeah, 6. I would rather it go 7 games. But I think it depends on the vibes of the losses as well. If the Celtics just... would you rather the Celtics mathematically beat you? They hit their shots, your shooters miss, the small defenders matter too much? Or would you rather the Celtics kind of walk you down in crunch time and all 4 of the series losses are they just have more experience in these spots?
I mean, you just hope it's as close as possible, and it's not 3 of the 4 guys are off, and then 2 are on, and you still lose.
Yeah. Okay. All right. We did maybe Dog, Sensitive Hoopers. Do you want Miami Masturbator, Green Gooner, or Frederick Borner?
Frederick Borner, the free.
I think I'll take the regular guy there. Heat is the play-in tournament and enabling Pat Riley's run-it-back addiction. This is like betting apps giving special deals to gambling addicts. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, we just need a chance.
Just need a chance, especially Giannis, which we'll talk about in a little bit. The movement of superstars constantly on the horizon. Yeah, the Heat, they're not blowing it up, baby.
Giannis for Jokic trade.
Giannis
Put it in the books.
for Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr. trade.
And Jokic too?
No.
Oh, that wouldn't achieve much.
Well, yeah, for the Bucks.
Yeah.
But they just extended their idiot GM, now that I'm thinking about it. They just extended the Kuzma mastermind, so everything's on the table for me.
Everything's on the table.
You got any more thoughts?
What were we talking about? Oh, the Cavs? No.
Just scratching. Ugh, what's going on? Where am I?
I started watching Invincible again. I'm upset at Mark.
What part are you on? Spoilers for Invincible, everyone.
I'm on. So he just had the big confrontation with Cecil,
where he's like, "I won't work with murderers."
Yeah, and Cecil's like, "Come on, dude, the rehab." He's like, "No," and I'm like, "Come on, dude, get over this."
Well, it's just
Cecil is based in this regard, but also Cecil is a horrible communicator.
Yes. No, Cecil, there's a number of different things where it's like, hey, if you just told him what's going on, probably shit would have worked out.
If you just explained this calmly and didn't walk him
Yeah.
into a room full of robots and say, I'm scared of you.
I'm scared of you. You're a freak. Your dad blew up the world. Yeah, no, Mark, Mark pretty consistently.
Mark.
I'm never super duper on the side of like, if we kill people, we're just like them. Like,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. One guy having absolute power to make those decisions, practically in the real world, it's not like ideal. But if the alternative is like, an army of supermen coming and like terraforming our world or whatever, probably like lesser evils that bitch a little bit.
Like if certain NBA decision makers were to be killed by someone, I don't think that wouldn't change their viewpoint on basketball. It'd still be way different. You wouldn't, like, for example, if something happened where I just snapped and went crazy and killed someone, like, I'm not all of a sudden gonna think,
Hypothetically in Minecraft.
I'm not all of a sudden gonna think that the Bulls have untapped potential on their roster because they have 9 guys between 20 and 25. Like, that wouldn't happen to me.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm not worse than them if I did that.
It's just different.
I'm better, so.
I'm better. I am better. Have you seen The Boys?
Yes.
It was
Who
alright.
says it?
That's Blondie. What's his Homelander?
Yeah, he's cool.
He's
No.
cool. He's no
In the
Omni-Man.
He's a bad guy, and then the conservatives are like, he's our guy.
He's our guy. It's a little on the nose for me at this point.
Yeah.
Where it's like, he looks into the camera and he's like, if you are involuntarily celibate, I represent you. And then like the
Nice.
guys are like, whoa, I'm a home cell now. And it's like all these like boysified versions of real life things. It's like, dude, oh my God, shut the fuck up. And your verse power scale's like shit, so nothing in it matters.
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, Omni-Man's nuking you, dude. Which fun series do you want to talk about?
I don't know. Who's left?
Knicks, Pistons, Cavs, Knicks, Pistons, Bucks, Pacers.
Honestly, neither of these are that great. Actually, Pistons is
What are you
okay.
talking? I mean, Jesus, dude.
No, Pistons.
They're
Cavs
both
are
good. You're being such a weenie, right? You're the people.
Wait,
who,
Pacers, Bucks?
Yeah. I mean, it's not like an overtime nail bite. It's still fun to talk about. There's like shit, happening.
Wait, when did they play last?
They've played 2 games. I think they played 2 days ago. I'm pretty sure they play tonight. The Pacers and the Bucks do.
They played Tuesday.
So which do you want to talk Pistons or you want to talk Bucks?
Let's do Bucks.
Okay. What are we at? 58 minutes?
So game 1, Pacers stomped them.
Yes.
And they didn't have any Dame. They had Giannis 36 and 12, and then they had nothing.
The Kyle Kuzma, Tony Snell run. That was big.
Yes. Game 2, Pacers win again.
Yes.
123-115.
So the Pacers, very good through 2 games of the series. Siakam averaging 25, 9, 3, and 2 on 71% true shooting. Andrew Nembhard averaging 17, 6, and 4 on 71% true shooting. Miles Turner averaging 17, 4, and 3 on 71% true shooting. Tyrese Halliburton is shooting 18% from 3, and the Pacers still have a 125 offensive rating through the first 2 games.
Booyah. In this last game, it was pretty even from 3. 14 versus 16 makes. They both shot 19 free throws, but the Pacers shot 100%. The Bucks shot 68% on those ones.
What the hell?
That was one of the big differences.
What was the final score at game 2? What was
It was 123-115, so an 8-point difference.
8 point, and they missed 8 free. How many free throws did the Bucks miss?
I forgot to write.
I'm
wrote
pulling
down,
it up.
They
Hold
shot
on.
68%.
13 of 19, so they missed 6. So would have been a 2-point game if they had made all their free throws.
Would have been a 2-point game. The Bucks had double the turnovers, 16 to the Pacers 8.
Well, good thing the Pacers don't like to run, otherwise that'd be bad.
Yeah, and then it was really just domain expansion clash, and then the Pacers wrecked them because we got 34, 18, 7 from Giannis, 28 off the bench for BP, free BP, and then 4 for 13 from Dame. So
Bobby
the guy.
Portis, he slowed down his heart during the suspension so that the performance-enhancing drugs, they wouldn't circulate. So he took the PEDs, he got the suspension, went into hibernation, and then he comes back for the playoffs and he lets his heart beat normally again. And now he's Barry Bonds, 30 fucking points off the bench, baby.
What was I just watching that made me? Oh, you ever seen? Do you know the movie The Man from Earth?
The Man from Earth?
Yeah.
No, it sounds dumb.
It's a whole movie that's just like a conversation in one room where this guy like reveals to his college professor friends that they're all or he reveals that he's been alive for 14,000 years and
Whoa.
he just doesn't age. And it was pretty interesting until he like reveals that he was Jesus and he's like, it's a whole big misunderstanding.
Well, if you can live without aging, yeah, maybe you are the son of God or something. I don't know.
He was a Buddhist, and then he was just trying to teach people, and it got out of hand.
What about a boobist?
Okay.
Bobby
But
Booby,
yeah, and
Booby Porter.
When he was explaining how he survived the crucifixion, he's like, I learned from the monks to slow down my heart and blah, blah,
Nice.
blah.
Have you seen that supercut of Batman the Brave and the Bold whenever he does some mystic shit? They're like, whoa, how did you stop me from reading your mind? Or how did you astral project out of your body? He goes, ha, trick I picked up from some Tibetan monks.
Nice. He was really out there. He was studying.
I know. Liam Neeson. Liam Neeson's out in the fucking mountains going hard. I guess there's two white guys out there that run shit.
Yeah. When you bring white to the mountains, that's when magic happens.
That's when magic happens. Welcome to the... I can't do an Irish accent, but imagine Liam Neeson talking about Tibetan Buddhism or whatever. That'd be good.
All right. Okay, so a short break to imagine that. Imagine Liam Neeson talking about Tibetan Buddhism and also Porzingis and Brown kissing.
Okay. What else is Liam Neeson doing? Taken. He's got a special set of skills that allow him to beat the Bucks or to beat the Pacers, probably in this sense. Because Giannis is the guy with a special set of skills. He's averaging... 35 points per game in this series? Let me see. Yeah, 35, 15, and 4 on 65% true shooting. And the Pacers have led by double digits for, guess how many minutes of a possible 96 minutes. Stop imagining guys kissing.
Okay, we're back.
Okay, we're back.
What's the question?
I just hypnotized you.
What?
Wake up. And now it'd be like, what would be something funny? Act like a chicken. You ever seen those hypnotists?
I don't believe them. I wouldn't get hypnotized.
You've already been hypnotized. I just hypnotized you on this call.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I wanted you to say this.
It doesn't work.
Pablo
through
was
Zoom,
asleep, and I was going, you're not going to believe in hypnosis when you wake up. Wake up.
No, it doesn't work through computers, dude. Just like if I show you a picture of the sun, you're not going to get blinded by the computer.
Yep. And then I also said, imagine that this penny is a cough drop. And so don't swallow that. Wake up.
Makeup.
Oh, that song?
Yeah.
He said,
you know it.
cough break, but he pump faked with the elbow. Okay. Yeah, so they've led for 63 minutes. Out of 96 minutes played, they've led by double digits. The Pacers have. So,
hot diggity.
yeah, I would say the interesting aspect of this is just, Bucks funeral-ish. I mean, I don't really know where they go from here. Dame, probably not a super representative game 2 of how good he actually is. I know he was pretty aggressive from 3. I can't remember how many he took. Do you have it written down?
I know he's 4 for 13 overall, but that was all I wrote down.
Whoa, that's terrible. This guy sucks. Whoa, that's awful.
Guys, he's just coming back from a stroke. Remember that.
Whoa. This guy's imagining dude's strokes. All right.
No.
Yes.
Every Pacer starter in this game scored at least 15.
Yeah, they're really good. They're a very balanced team. Dame, he went for... Fuck. Everything's still loading. Whatever. I mean, do you have any thoughts? What are your big takeaways right now?
It's kind of hard to play from behind, said Giannis. We need to be more urgent. Both games, both halves, they were really able to set the tone, get that feel. Need to play with more urgency at the start of the game, start of the half. So, really, just this Bucks team doesn't have the personnel to hang.
Yeah,
they're getting thumped.
That's kind of what it feels like.
And I don't think that's going to change because it would be a challenge even if Dame was playing Dame level.
Yeah, it would still just be like, oh, cool. Now we're in position to fight for a win instead of big loss. I mean, shit, 28 points. On 11 and 19 off the bench for Bobby Portis. Like, what? 72% true shooting. He went 6 of 11 from 3. Like, that's... To get that kind of performance out of, like, a ancillary third, fourth option player, and still just not even feel super competitive. It wasn't like a nothing game down the stretch. They were making runs, and the Pacers had to keep up with them or everything. But, yeah, to get that out of your six-man... and still 9-point loss. Oh my God, that's really tough. Brook Lopez in this matchup. I mean, it's been said by everyone who's watched so far, but he is. This is not his strongest matchup. This is a little bit of him. The mobility shot. He had some really cool blocks in this game. Guys were trying to dunk on him left and right, and he was sending them back. But overall, involve him in the action. You're getting a great shot if you're Indiana. And Dame, really rough defensively in this game as well. But, I mean, blood clot, having stroke, all that stuff. I'm willing to be more forgiving for his stuff. But a lot of it was, just completely asleep off the ball, open corner three, or a baseline cut or something.
Yeah. So I'm hoping this one is a sweep, to be honest.
That would be. You think Giannis? That's the talk already. Giannis is gone this offseason. If they get swept, do you think he asks out?
I don't know, because he's reaffirmed his commitment. So I don't know, but they seem to be out of moves.
Okay, we have, god damn, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lobbyist requests here. Awesome cool girl says, Bucks, first time lobbyist, ... Wow, this is such a thrill, I'm shaking. Rest in peace to Will Throw Barton, he didn't die, just retired. I must inquire about where you guys would like to see Giannis traded to. I'm desperate for him to get traded because he is an awesome freak, but I physically cannot root for a team with a woman beater and Kuzma, despite my love for the great state of Wisconsin. Let a girl know, Queens. And then it's like the face.
Queens, we're queens.
We're queens.
We can call women the B word now. That's cool.
Fuck.
We're honorary queens.
Oh damn. Okay, and retroactively, every time I've done it on this pod, it's cool now.
Well, sometimes we don't need permission. Like when we call Ruth Bader Ginsburg a thought. Ruth.
Margaret Thatcher, shut up, bitch.
Yeah, no one's coming to her defense.
Okay.
But now we can call women who don't deserve it that too.
Okay, who do you want to get at first?
Oh, let's see. Who's a nice woman? Dua Lipa.
Dua
No,
Lipa?
I take it back. I would never.
I don't know. I don't have any beef with any women. I respect women, and so it's really what it boils down to.
What was the question?
Where do we want Giannis traded to? What's annoying is the only teams that are throwing their rumor hats in the ring are dog shit. I don't want to see him on the Nets.
No one can do anything this year except the Nets in the off season. Yeah, I don't know, because we're in a unique era of terrorism where just these mindless idiots at the top of teams. We're learning. There's probably another team out there that has someone who is clinically brain dead running the team, and we just don't know yet. They could be hiding behind some shrewd moves like Nico was with the PJ Washington trade and everything, but they might still be the dumbest person you've ever encountered. So there could be some kind of like something bad going on. But yeah, I don't know beyond that. Like, what if is there a chance the Spurs just like sell off their entire future? But even then, like, do you want Spurs picks for a team that's Wemby and Giannis?
Theoretically,
like, how far in the future do you have to
what
go?
if the Bucks is the next guy? What if he's dumb? The Bucks GM.
And he just gives him up for nothing?
I mean, not nothing, but like huge underpay. Is that out of play here? Really, that Kuzma trade, it opened the door for me to think this guy is stupid.
Well, I don't know, because that can be explained away to, like, I think Chris Middleton will never play a game again.
Kuzma's bad, though.
Yeah, but I mean, what was Chris Middleton's market?
With AJ Johnson, I'm sure if you throw AJ Johnson on there, there's like a few other people picking up the phone at least.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to project Nico level.
Yeah, I mean, no, you can't project it. It's by nature unpredictable. So yeah, I mean, I don't want him to go to Brooklyn, San Antonio. That'd be fine, I guess. It'd be cool.
I don't want him to go to Chicago.
The Thunder, it would take all the fun out of it for me. It's like,
I don't think it would be a smart move, honestly.
I mean, I don't know. If you win a championship, it's a smart move. But like, it definitely there's a window at that point. Everything right now, they're like, hey, we got the MVP, and we're dominating this team. He's playing like shit. We have 1 million good players and 1 million picks and all this stuff. If you move stuff for Giannis, you're starting a clock, I think. But
you're losing assets. You're losing one of the young guys for sure. Mm-hmm. And then cough break. People are much easier on Giannis with this whole thing, which I fully understand. But I still do think we've learned that he's not the most scalable guy, and so I worry about him coexisting with other
with Shea specifically.
Players.
That's interesting because that's like Shea is like guard Giannis almost.
Yeah,
like he not as bruising obviously, but they're insane 2-point percentage, and they occupy similar spots on the floor. And one thing we've seen with Giannis in this playoff series, even though the Bucks around him aren't good, there's very little being done offensively to introduce like flow of offense into things. Like it's very much, okay, Giannis is going to get the ball. He's going to bump with somebody for a while, and then we're going to see if something happens. And it's been productive for him and everything. And I'm sure if you look at like, only the possessions where Giannis gets to do that, it's still producing at like a high rate or whatever. But yeah, he's not, I mean, there is like a difference between him and Luka, or him and Giannis, or him and Jokic for sure.
Yeah, I think the lesson from this whole thing might be Giannis is just a guy. Max out defensive personnel and just let him raise your floor on offense, and that might be the rest. Because I don't know, he might just be the antithesis of free-flowing offense. I don't know, just based off how he likes to play. And you might just be at your best when you're wreaking havoc and letting him get out in transition.
Well, it's just so insane. Like how is Chris Middleton the only guy on earth who can pass to him? How does that make sense?
Yeah, I don't know.
Because the Giannis Middleton pick and roll, like if you go watch it back, it's so good.
It was good, but like they weren't doing a ton of creative stuff. Like it was just pretty basic pick and roll.
Well,
and even then,
we don't even see the basic stuff now.
Even then, they like guys like Zach Lowe were sounding the alarm. They're like, Giannis isn't that good a role man. So it's just very weird. I would like to think like if he ended up in Golden State or something, he just like buys in completely and moves around all the time and is free flowing and stuff like that. But I don't know.
Okay.
And I'm sure we'll get a ton of clarity on where he'll end up sometime in the summer, because that'll be all anyone's talking about.
Mm-hmm. The order of ... says, praying to Pacism that we fully shell out and land an actual perennial all-star that can fit our style. I have much faith in the glorious Kevin Pritchard, parentheses, IMO, the best small market GM in the league. What the fuck? To make a deal. May you bask in the light, brother. Onodera Punpun.
What's that?
Oh, wait, I think this is a comment left on Onodera Punpun's, because there's one right above him by the order of, left by Mr. Punpun, that says, Salutations, belligerent Pacers tier. With the Pacers' realistic ceiling this season being a potential conference finals appearance, what moves do you think the Pacers can realistically make in the offseason to make them a true title contender? XOXO-me. So, I don't know. Giannis to the Pacers. Impossible. Is it?
Probably. Do they have all their picks?
I think. Let me go to Fanspo.
Halburn's from Wisconsin.
Hey.
But you wouldn't really want to. Well, I don't know. That's another question though. Like, what do the Pacers look like if you swap out Siakam for Giannis? Are they just Pacers cranked up to 10, or does it kill the speed? I don't know.
They have their 2025 first, 27, 28, 29, 30. So it looks like they just gave one to Toronto for 2026. Yeah.
Would you be willing to bet on their downfall?
The Pacers?
Yeah, with Giannis.
Probably not, but like the picks I'm getting from, like, I'd rather he go to Brooklyn, I guess, if I'm betting against somebody.
Yeah.
Did you just drop the cough drop?
No.
Clip that. Oh, I'm writing that down. That's so
Don't clip
funny.
that. Don't clip that.
Oh, man.
We're all human. It's happened to every single one of us.
We're all human. I've been alive for 14,000 years. I'm Jesus.
It's our first time. It's everyone's first time living.
It's a living thing. Okay. So let me do one more pacer. We got like a little time here. I could read some more off. Oh wait, we still have to do Pistons next. Okay, I'll do one more. Do you want Feed Me Wheels, Idris Elball, or The Hog?
Whoever's got the best question.
I can't
go on merit.
I don't have time to read all of these. They're all paragraphs.
Oh shoot. Well, we'll go with Idris Elball.
All right. Hello, Jack and Pobe, and Jack is spelled with Jhaq. Saddened Creamer here.
Oh.
Currently watching my Bucks get terrorized by bad coaching and Bobby Portis. Parentheses, Kuzma is actually playing good. What the fuck? Did you comment this in the middle of game? What happened? At what point did the Bucks sit Lopez's big eye down? We keep getting cooked on Turner's P&Ps and any switches that happen from it. Also, I know Lillard's first game back, but I have no hope in the two-man game with the Freak. Pacism prevails. -FIE. Parentheses, love y'all, and please interact in our Discord. We're losing our minds in here. Edit. Bobby Portis just scored 11 in the fourth, and we still lost. I'm done with this team. We do got locked into the Discord. I've been thinking about that lately.
The more people are in there, the more I get scared.
I was just how do I talk? I don't want to have whatever. I'll get in there. They suck. The Bucks are they don't have. I mean, Kuzma's not good.
If you sit Lopez, what do you do?
Jericho Sims.
Yo. Did we just win this? Did we just save the series?
Did I just make the change of the series? Yeah.
But I don't know what you do if you can't have Lopez.
I know what I'm doing.
Losing?
No, I'm talking about the Knicks and the Pistons.
Okay.
What are we at? 119? Okay, Knicks are up 2-1 against the Pistons. This is the most interesting East series so far, I would say. Definitely the most competitive. Game 2, I was up. Cade, nuclear bomb. 33 points, 12 assists, 63% true shooting. Game 3, you were up. Mr. Cade's scoring is going to fall off. Because the Knicks, great defensive game. I would say game 1, more jitters than anything else from Cade. Game 2, he looked great. Game 3, the Knicks played really good defense in this game. And the offense was also much more spread out. What do you think? What do you think about this series so far?
So let's go through my notes. Game 1, the Knicks won. That was the flurry, the last-minute flurry by Cameron.
Oh, shit.
Payne.
Hold on. Before you keep going, Bwomp left us one that I wanted to read. He said, Motor City Masturbator here to say Brunson can go poop in his hand and jack off.
What?
Oh my God. That just made me laugh. All right. Yeah, back to Game 1, tons of fun. Game 2, tons of poo. What do you think?
So, yeah, Game 1, Pistons made 5 more 3-pointers. That's
like 15 points.
That's a ton, and they're the worst shooting team. They're supposed to be, yeah, they got a big Tobias Harris game. Do you remember that?
I
25.
do. God, he's fun.
And then Beasley 6 of 12 from 3. But Beasley's been less good in the next 2 games.
He
correct?
was terrible in Game 3. Holy shit. Game 3. What did he go in Game 3? Let me see this. I want to say 1 for 9 from 3. But I think he made some late. 2 of 10. 2 of 10 from 3. 12 points. 40% true shooting for Malik Beasley. One of the best 3-point shooters in the league all season. Pretty tough. But Tim Hardaway. Ooh, what a guy.
Yeah. And then Game 2, oddly enough, the Pistons lose the 3-point battle. The Knicks made 10. The Pistons made 6. But this is the game the Pistons won. And they did it because they got 15 more free throws. They won the rebound battle pretty decisively.
How'd they get more free throws? I thought Jalen Brunson was a flopping crybaby.
Yo. Yeah, and this was the Cade masterclass. Schroeder's been good for them. He had 20 off the bench in this game.
Mm-hmm.
And what do you have in the latest? He had 18 last night?
Yeah, I want to say 18 points on 6 of 9 from the field. 90% true shooting. God, yeah, he was incredible. And he played good enough defense on Brunson. I think Brunson still had 30. But yeah, he definitely made him work.
Yeah, and then this is the game where OG and Towns only had 10 points each, and Bridges was a little rough. So
Towns, then second half, they would not shut up about it on the Game 3 broadcast. In the second half of Game 2, Karl Anthony Towns only attempted 3 shots. That's not enough.
Yeah. And let's see, where did I write my notes?
I don't know. Not in charge of this, dude.
All right. I'm opening up Word. Am I lagging yet or no?
No, you just look dumb. Oh wait, that's just your face. So it was a big game from the core 4. 30 from Brunson, 30 from Towns, 20 from all the 4 guys. And Brunson, it's crazy. This is like the idealized Knicks starting lineup contributions, and then you still only win by 2 because you have no depth. This was fake. This was the 2 points in like the closing seconds. This was more of a Pistons just kept hitting their foul the shooter and then hit a 3 type shit. I think they did that like 3 consecutive trips, and so this was a comfortable lead for the Knicks for most of the fourth quarter, especially because if I remember correctly, the Pistons had the chance to like tie it up. They were down 2. Cade made OG Anunoby hit the floor. Crazy move by Cade Cunningham, and then he like fumbled the ball on the way up for the layup, and he missed it. And Brunson, in the span of like 15 seconds, scored 6 points. It seemed like.
Yeah, there's a ton going on at the end of this game. What are people upset about on the final intentionally missed free throw? So they were in a situation where there was 0.5 left on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
If the Knicks, they were gonna intentionally miss it because you can't get a shot off, and Brunson was gonna intentionally miss it because there was 0.5 left, so you can't get a shot off. You're from half court or whatever. But the clock went off early, and then what happened after that? Did they redo it, or did they do sideline inbounds?
Yeah. Okay. So this was weird. I've never seen this happen before because it was a perfect missed free throw. It was perfect, but the clock starts when someone touches the ball, and none of the Pistons touched it. The clock started when he hit the rim, and so they gave the Pistons, who had imminent possession, the ball side out of bounds, like at where the Knicks shot the free throw. So full length of the court they had to go, and Jalen Duren inbounded it, essentially just threw it out of bounds again. It was a pretty bad pass, and the Knicks ended up winning. I think if you wanted to put your conspiracy hat on here and say the Pistons clock keeper or whatever, they got a Pistons fan running the clock.
They said something like Towns said, "Shout out to the guy on the table."
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you want to be a conspiracy theorist, yeah, it gave the Pistons a chance to win the game. They just completely fumbled it, and it was like a Hail Mary type play anyways. But yeah, I don't know. Most of the discourse here has been free throw stuff. Game 2, genuinely nightmarish Jalen Brunson game as far as that stuff goes.
Yeah, when he's bad, it's really, really bad.
And we have a couple. Let me see. Let me pull up the requests real quick. You keep talking.
Asar got elbowed by Towns and was bleeding, right? There's been a ton of physicality in this series and back and forth.
Yeah. Oh, and fucking Isaiah Stewart missed game 2 and 3. We didn't even say that.
Oh, yeah. So it's not canon.
Not canon, fake. Pistons literally win this series if he's healthy. Damn. Yeah, like half of these questions are like, why is Brunson such a foul baiter? Is Brunson the most egregious foul baiter? What's going on? And it's like, I don't know. I don't want to like dunk on our patrons. They're always right, and everybody's very handsome or beautiful and smart and knows ball. But
not if you're a fan of Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
yeah. Besides that, Maggie Thatcher, RBG, get out of my face. But if I don't understand how Shea became the face post Embiid for flopping.
Yeah.
Because Brunson, full season, every time there is a clutch moment, it is happening. He will flop, and he's great at like making shots. He's like an incredible tough shot maker. 2 feet in the paint, he's hitting the floater, the fadeaway, whatever. But at every opportunity, he is generating the contact to try and get the whistle. Whereas for me with Shea, the contact comes much more from his body like bending in a way that nobody's ever seen before, like stopping in a way that defenders just can't stop, and somebody bumps into him as a result of that. It's much less like Brunson beating you to a spot and then like, oh, now I'm allowed legally to pull up for a shot and you're gonna run into me or something and we're gonna get free throws out of it. That game 2, it's really tough to watch him.
Someone on Reddit in the comments of one of these videos, they did like this big manifesto about foul baiting versus flopping, and I didn't read it all. But which is
Cool.
worse? Is one more noble than the other? They're like, Shea's a foul baiter, but Jalen Brunson's a flopper.
I don't know.
With the difference, I suppose, being, haha, I got you in my trap. Now I'm going like Shea, like I'm gonna shoot a jumper now because I got you reeling back into me, and I created this situation where you follow me. Versus there was no foul, but I'm going and
I don't know.
Free throws.
I definitely don't feel like that with Brunson. Most of the shit he's like flopping on is, you know, a foul or whatever. It's just, or I won't even say most of the shit. He falls down when there's not fouls. That's part of it for sure. I would say, yeah, it's less noble to fall down if there's not a foul or whatever. But then the other part of it is like sometimes, you know, if guys don't accentuate it, and it doesn't happen for Shea or Brunson that much anymore. If they don't accentuate it, it's not going to get called.
Anthony Edwards, there's just so much stuff that is not called because he's so strong.
Mm-hmm.
You have to like not even just vocally, you have to exaggerate the contact if you want to get called. Yeah. Unfortunately,
and that's hey. Jokic, he's been flopping his ass off in that series, dude. He's
exaggerating.
And some of it is like not good, but some of the shit I see were like, I don't know. He flops on the screen when Ben Simmons is trying to prevent him from going where he wants, and it's like, well, you know, Ben Simmons is like a big, strong guy.
He's hurting him.
He's hurt. Well, it's just like, I don't know. If I have to go against Zubats anyways, and this is full homer at this point, like I understand that. Like, yeah, I'm making it so that Ben Simmons isn't allowed to fucking pass block me while I try to set a ball screen for a guy who can't fucking dribble anyways. But whatever. I don't mean to turn this into a fucking soapbox.
I just saw a quote from Chris Finch where he thinks the physicality has gone too far. That it's too physical now in the playoffs. I mean, for everyone.
With the Wolves, I'm sure it's true. With the Nuggets, like
he was talking to everybody. He's like, the Warriors Rockets. There's gonna be a fight. You're setting it up. There's definitely gonna be a fight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. With the I would say Nuggets Clippers overall, there hasn't been like egregious officiating. Like it's not like the Nuggets are getting fucked by the refs because of physicality.
Yeah.
But Warriors Rockets, I think that's definitely a criticism you could have.
That's always going to be a factor in a Steph series because like it's impossible to guard him without.
Steph and the combination, not even like the dirty Draymond stuff, just the way Draymond screens.
The Warriors' entire run is built on illegal screens, and it's just like, really, it's a fight happening every time. Like
if you go look at Andrew Bogut, oh my god.
Yeah, it's
cough break.
It's illegal screening and then illegal holding on to Steph as if it's football and you're pressing him. You're trying to jam him at the line.
Yeah. Yeah, and so with Pistons Knicks. It's a physical series, and I don't have a problem with Jalen Brunson taking free throws or whatever. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Everybody's kind of in agreement. It's happening. It's not the best like product to watch in basketball or anything, but when he like locks in and just hits shots, that's more fun.
Yeah, and he's playing nuts. He's great.
Mm-hmm. And this, that's the other shit. What else? Let me see. We can get to some requests here. I just want to run through all my notes. Pistons, Knicks. So in the first two games, Brunson took 27 shots, and he only took 20 in Game 3. I thought that was really good. The Pistons were held to 38% from the field in the first half of Game 3, despite shooting 53% from three-point range. So all of their twos, they were like 6 of 22 from two-point range at one point, I'm pretty sure. It was really rough. And part of that's Cade, but part of it is just like Game 3, you really got the sense of like the Knicks, hey, anybody else, go Schroeder, go ahead. If it happens, it happens. But we are selling out on Cade, and they have great guys to do that. Like Cade, OG has just such a physical advantage over Cade in terms of like length and everything. Honestly, Bridges is like a really good defender to throw at Cade too, even though there's like maybe some strength stuff involved that goes Cade's way. It's just and so like I thought the Pistons had some stuff going. Duran as a lob threat in Game 3 was really cool. He was very productive. Paul Reed, the fucking rebounding off the bench, dude.
He almost got in a fight at one point too.
Yeah, well, yeah. Mitchell Robinson, that's who it was. Him and Mitchell Robinson.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's another physical matchup. It's so, yeah. Let me get to these requests. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
B-ball Paul.
6,
You know
7,
where Paul Reed
8.
Played in college?
Where?
DePaul.
That's incredible. Oh my god.
B-ball DePaul.
B-ball DePaul. Give me a number 1 through 8.
Ooh, 2.
Toronto Raptor Baiter says, "Hey guys,
sick to my stomach."
Smoke that.
Have you heard Dylan Brooks talk? He has such a strong Toronto accent.
No, I've never heard him talk. All I know, I poke bears. That's all I remember.
Dude, look it up. It's so sick. When
I poke bears.
I poke bears, dude.
I poke bears, fam.
I grew up with these Utes, dude. I know how to deal with bears, fam.
You think I'm scared of LeBron, fam?
Bro, there's 10 LeBrons in Mississauga, fam. I'm not worried.
Any pickup run. Any pickup run in Vancouver, fam?
They just
I
play
8 LeBrons.
They play hockey instead.
So yeah, Mr. Raptor Baiter says, "Why is Brunson doing all this foul baiting?
Don't call him Mister.
Is it because J.D. Vance
gentleman.
killed the Pope? Could be connected. You tell me."
So, wait. So why is who doing all the foul baiting?
Jalen Brunson.
Because he got the devil in him.
Maybe he's little. Is that a sign of the devil?
No.
Big ass.
No.
Is that a sign of the devil?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
Jalen Brunson, demonic.
That's attracting certain types of undesirables for the church. I'll tell you that much. Kyle Lowry's in hell. He's going there. Hello?
Sorry, my girlfriend just texted me some kids playing Fortnite at the library. I've been on my Fortnite grind lately.
Yeah, let me guess. Sabrina Carpenter skin.
Finn the Human skin. I don't even like Sabrina Carpenter. I just listened to Espresso for the first time the other day. It was pretty good.
Have you? I guess it's not. I guess it's not that bad if you've never heard it.
I've heard
but it's
it.
Also, it's one of the most played songs of all time.
I've only heard that part of it, and so hearing the rest of it, I was like, "Yo, she's keeping him up all night. This is crazy, dude."
Crazy, dude.
Crazy.
I mean, she's no Olivia, so don't try to pretend anything.
She's
like
no
that,
Gracie
she's
Abrams.
Fine. She's not. Oh, Gracie Abrams' friend Audrey teased her new song.
I got a new album from the band Viagra Boys, Swedish punk rock band Viagra Boys. Everyone, hey, all you baiters out there, you should go listen to it. It's pretty good.
They're busy.
Well, this is good because it's Viagra, so it helps.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get hard listening to it?
Full blast listening to this.
Guys, be very careful. Don't listen at the library.
Don't listen at the library. Fuck. Give me a number 1 through 8. 8. Ro says, "Greetings, gentlemen. First time here.
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show.
What are y'all thoughts on the recent resurgence of free throw discourse after the Knicks Pistons matchup? Kind of funny that both sides are complaining about the other being free throw merchants and floppers. Anime talk. Jay, are you keeping up with Sakamoto Days? If so, what do you think of the current events? The last time I read Sakamoto Days, they were in the bottom floor of a prison. That's no spoilers. That's not like a major.
Dude.
It's not a major plot point. They were just in.
Now I know one of them committed a crime.
No, no spoilers actually. So yeah, maybe one did, maybe one didn't. But I've been reading more Kagurabachi and playoff basketball and stuff. So, but Kagurabachi, holy shit, it's really good too. You should read it.
I can't because I don't want to be caught up this early.
It's so good. There's like 70 chapters.
Oh, that's not enough.
Come on, dude. It's so good. It's like aura farming, but cool.
I caught up to Dr. Stone's. Well, Dr. Stone's manga's done, but the anime, I binged it all.
Bone?
I wished it had been done in the anime. Oh, cough break.
Okay. All right. Let's wrap this bitch up. I gotta go soon.
Oh.
Gabe T says, "What effect does Asar fouling out
have?" Wait. Say his name again before the B.
I'm not gonna do that till whenever he paid $5.
Just so you guys know, I'm a literal chess master with this stuff. I'm literally thinking in a different dimension. Yeah.
Chess master Baiter.
Okay.
Guys, checkmate.
Don't make that your username, anybody.
Literal chess master Baiter says.
Come on.
Gay T says, "What effect does Asar fouling out have on the Pistons going forward? Surely they don't think they can repeat the game plan for Game 2 and be successful. Also, as Brunson heats up throughout the series, even if it's fraudulent / unethical, his whistle will get even better just for sheer lack of reps with the referees." I'm confused here. His whistle's already great. He's already at 100% of his power. He shot 13 free throws.
Asar, how big of a factor do you think Asar has been in this series?
Game 2, he was huge. I don't really... So Game 2, it's one of the most uncomfortable Brunson games I've ever seen. I don't remember his efficiency, but like when Asar was playing, Brunson would consistently get 2 feet in the paint, and then like bad things would happen for the Knicks. And that's something where it's like, holy shit. Since he arrived in New York, that's really been like the recipe for success. But then, Thompson fouled out, and Brunson had a lot more success.
Oh, when did this is the game? I think he was huge in the fourth quarter, right? He had like 19. He had a ton, most of his points in the fourth quarter. No,
Brunson. Yeah, he was really big. I don't know how many points exactly he scored, but yeah, he was crazy in the fourth in game 2. Even though the Knicks ended up losing that, he had 37 with 14 in the fourth quarter on 63% true shooting. That was by far his most efficient quarter. I guess quarter 2 he had 82% true shooting, but yeah. So I think he is good at like pestering Brunson or whatever, but I don't know. I don't think it's going to get any easier for him to not foul out over the course of the series. Maybe he'll just learn little things to like avoid picking up stupid
Don't
fouls.
beat Jalen Brunson to his spot.
Don't do it. Don't touch him. God, why are you touching him, dude? Stop.
Don't do it, dude.
Don't touch him. Okay. Do you want to do one more, or what do you think?
Yeah, we'll do one more, little finale. What are we at total?
In terms of what?
Into time. Mine only says 44 minutes.
Oh, we're at 141.
Okay, what a blast.
What a blast. I'm cool. 145 for playoff episodes. I'm chilling. What do we got? Do you want to do Lerman? Josh Lerman says, has Brunson become the most egregious foul baiter in the league? Many say SGA, but he's truly impossible to stay in front of, so it makes sense as he gets fouled a lot. Brunson, on the other hand, is just a hard watch these days, constantly doing the patented head snap on offense and defense. However, Cade, parentheses, my new GOAT, is one of the most ethical scorers in the league. All that being said, why does Brunson seek contact instead of playing through it? Because he's little.
Yeah, you kind of have to. And he's also strong for a little guy, so maybe if he wasn't accentuating the contact, they might not call it.
Yeah.
But yeah, all the little guys do it. Trey does it.
Garland's not terrible about it.
Yeah, but he's not a big free throw guy in general. Every little guy who does get to the free throw line, it happens because they're selling.
Yeah,
they got a sales pitch for you. They go to your door. Hello, sir. Have you seen these knives? The sharpest knives.
They go
in
to
the
your
world.
door. They say, "Oh," and then they fly off your porch, and the cops show up and arrest you.
It's like the people who drive in front of you and stop, so you hit their bumper. Yeah. And so you're like, I have a dash cam, and the refs are like, I
don't give a fuck.
No, that's for the courts. Bring it to the courts
Bring
later.
it to the courts. Hey, I'm just here. Hey, I'm just a field guy. Okay, I'm sure you do. Good job.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Joel Embiid, because he was really the magnet for all of this discussion.
Yes. Yeah. Nobody gave a shit about Trey, or like even Brunson. Like, I remember when they played their series last year, the Philly-New York series last year, people were like, yep, Brunson's the ethical way to do this. It's not like that giant, because at least Brunson's
This is
small.
how basketball should be played. You should be 40 points on 40 shots.
Yep.
This is the way.
Yep, and
also, Shea had more free throws last year, right? Was last year he was averaging 11?
I think so, yeah. Last year or 2 years ago. It's crazy. The Shea stuff just genuinely makes no sense to me, even though, hey, Patreon episode, is Shea a playoff dropper? I guess we'll get into that. Nah.
Embiid was like the Ellen in the discourse world, you know?
Yeah, he was lesbian.
Well, I did not quite what I mean. Not quite my tempo.
Not quite my tempo. He was a blonde lady? I don't know.
No, he you know what they say about like a lot of these people like Hawk Tua. They say like Ellen would have drained her of all her. She would have had her on once, and that would have been the end. You know?
Yeah. And now Hawk Tua gets a meme coin and a podcast.
Yeah, and all these people, they just have extended.
Can somebody
like,
explain to me why
half-lives.
it's bad that she got that? Because you hate to see women succeed? You hate to see women, rising up and being captains of industry?
They hate to see a Southern Belle flourish. Did you see she came back and she had the talking Tua guys on?
No, I didn't see. I love the end of her arc being I scammed everyone out of $400,000, And I'm going to bed, you guys. Good night.
I'm going to bed.
I'm going to bed. It's just
no. She came back and literally had the talk to a guys on the podcast.
It's like Bill Simmons having the r/Bill Simmons guys on.
Do not let those guys in a room. Do not let them on a Zoom call with Bill. I saw a TikTok about that guy like last week, and it was like they were talking about it. They were like, yeah, ever since the Charlize Theron incident, Bill's been a little trepidatious about celebrities or something.
What happened with that?
I guess he does this thing called the IMDb game, where when he interviews people, he'll just go down their IMDb and he'll be like, "This movie, how about this one?" And then they'll talk about it that way.
Nice.
And she was like, she wasn't that into it. She's like, "Is this just what we're gonna do? Come on, you don't have questions or something?" She like, it was like in good spirited ribbing,
mm-hmm.
but they were like, "Oh." Now that's the show. She exposed how little Bill prepares for his podcast now, and all the comments were like, "This is weird. This is bizarre.
This is much
that you're
worse
obsessed.
than the IMDb game."
This is the r/Bill Simmons podcast. This is insane."
Yeah.
He was replying to the comments. "I'm just a fan.
Just a fan."
Stuff like that.
Well, it's like, say things you like about him sometimes. Then, because like I get.
He does sometimes, but even when he does, it's still too much. It's just too much for me.
Yeah. So we should be Bill Simmons. I guess that's the big takeaway. Give us his house.
I don't want those guys monitoring me.
Well, I would just be mean to them, and they would leave me alone.
No, you can't give them oxygen, because then they go on awful announcing.
Oh my god. Do you have any final thoughts for the people?
Guys, so the final thought, I know there's a lot of stuff in the news about Shannon Sharp, but if he were to actually sign a deal for his $100 million podcast network, and we were to be added as one of the podcasts in the network, and then we kind of have him on and we go on his show all the time, just keep it cool. Just don't bring up any of the crimes and stuff like that, and don't bring up like the age gap stuff, because we're just trying to get it back. So
age gap? Didn't he rape somebody? Isn't that the accusation?
Yeah, the accusation. There's that amongst everything, and then even if there was nothing, he's 56-year-old dating 19-year-old. He's a weird guy.
Okay. Oh, I mean, yeah. I guess
but he's
also
choking her, and he also settled a previous choking or something.
And he was mad at Shaq, and so that's bad.
Yeah, Shaq did it.
Okay, David Robinson, fuck off.
Up tempo means I'm gonna run you into the ground.